video. Like it just looks like I'm speaking, but my mouth is not moving.
Dude, I'm sorry. I know that was loud.
That hurt the eardrum
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I know it was. I can't wait to get him when he gets in here. Dude, I gotta move this thing because I look to the middle of my screen all the time. So I think
The two screener.
Yeah, you want to see it?
Sure, I guess. Oh. Oh, what's up? Hey, that's a three screener.
That's only two.
Well, then what is your camera? What's your camera on?
My hand.
Oh, your phone?
No. I got a separate camera.
That's what I need.
Yeah.
How do you have the camera linked up to the? Is that like a Logitech, whatever thing it's called?
Hmm?
Sick. You have to give me one of those things.
Because I look this way all the time, and now it would kind of make me look like.
Because if I had that, then I can have notes up the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, no, because then I need to see you guys, your reactions.
That's why I like the two screener.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm not there yet, Cord.
That's all right.
One day.
I mean, I have.
All you open tab, Back Talk fans.
Yeah, all you Back Talk fans, go ahead and fund our equipment.
Dude, I think we might have to spend some dough on Fiverr there for a logo.
Yeah?
To be honest with you. Because I'm trying so hard to get the logo I want. I know you guys have to get approval too, but like
I mean,
I had a vision for it, and like with the tools and Canva, I'm just not experienced with it. I'm not getting what I envisioned. And it's pissing me off. I don't know if I have the right, tools for that.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, how much are they?
To be honest with you, I don't know. Like I said, we could just roll with something for now and then change it later when we have that, or we could go ahead and, whatever.
Shout out to me having multiple screens.
Shout out.
Okay. What do we need? Graphics and design.
Graphic and design.
A minimalist logo.
Is this guy in the car?
He has to be.
It's not. We're going to get sued for copyrights.
Should I mute him?
Probably.
What's up, fellas?
So you were late for all of that?
Yeah, well, I mean, you're learning how to dap people up.
Dude, I have Crohn's disease. Leave me alone.
You running late from your flight from Taj of India?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Colin, do I sound all right to you before we get going?
Hey, look, I'm not saying shit about your sound because you sounded phenomenal last time, and I just kept hassling you, so I apologize.
That's all right. Well, it's about time you showed up 6 minutes late, actually. So.
Time.
Shorty just left the crib, didn't she?
Time. What a weird thing time is, huh? We'll get into it later on.
Be helpful. People will get on time these days.
Did you guys watch TGL last night?
No.
That'd be a negative, sir.
Good job. It was awful.
Was it really?
Yes, dude. They have the most boring players on there. I mean, who wants to watch Patrick Cantlay not say anything? Or Justin Thomas look
That's the Atlanta
oddly
team, right?
fat with his double chin, but he's super skinny. You know what I mean? Like,
was that the Atlanta team?
I
thought Patrick Cantlay's on the Atlanta team, right?
He is, yeah.
They need to merge with Liv. We need DeChambeau in there. We need Koepka in there.
I think so. honestly.
My humble opinion.
I think it's a little boring. I think Bryson is, I think, the number one personality in golf right now anyway, based on just like his YouTube channel. So,
dude, I think for what they're trying to get, now I haven't watched, so I could be completely wrong here, but I think what they should go with it there is do like a Happy Gilmore vibe. They just all get like fucked up, trash before they go out there. But actually, you know, show the fans like of them getting fucked up, because they're not going to see that on, you know, a regular weekend. Yeah. So like show them that, and then go out there and just, because who was it? I think it was what's his name, like Horschel or something?
Billy
Horschel. He said if it's like a country club vibe, they don't, you know, then they're doing it wrong. So it's like, all right, Happy Gilmore vibe, let's fuck it up. And let's go out there and have some fucking fun.
That's what it felt like last night, because it was silent. There was no, like, chirping. There was nothing, dude.
Normally the crowd's booing. Like, they're getting into it in the backswing. They're yelling.
The crowd was fine. The crowd was fine, but it was just the players. I mean, you have the Billy Horschel, who can be, you know, what Billy Horschel is. And then you got Justin Thomas, who's just, like, country club. And then Ricky Fowler.
Oh, Ricky.
You know, it's just boring. Like I watched like 2 hours of it for nothing.
I need to 2 hours.
I need to see Ricky in
Jesus.
orange.
It wasn't even orange. It was awful last night. Terrible.
What if it's like a restaurant, like a new restaurant opening up? You gotta wait till, like, you know, everyone tries it out, gets their opinions. Like 3 months later, maybe 5 to 6 months later, you go in and you're like, okay, now I can have my valid opinion on it.
This is my third week watching it, though, so I feel like I'm formulating a little opinion. You know,
I bet they did get more views than the NBA, though. Woo.
I don't know, dude.
Maybe.
Is there going to be like a playoff thing with this TGL? It's like,
I don't know what the format is. I know it's just to reward players that didn't get taken over from Live. That's really all it is.
It's a cult.
Yeah. Country club, as you might put it.
Yeah, it is.
So it wasn't very good, if I'm being honest.
We're already recording, right?
Oh yeah.
This is episode 2.
Welcome back to Back Talk by Open Tab Sports with my co-host Mikey Mack and Big Corp. What's poppin'?
What's up?
Ayo.
What's up? If everybody wants to know, Colin was late to the recording today.
Damn, we gotta get better at that intro. We were like a dead silent after the like.
It was,
that's okay. That's what the editor's for.
It was my anniversary, so I'm sure.
Anniversary for what?
Pamela Henderson.
Pamela Henderson. Oh God! Starting off hot. I like it.
There you go.
We'll clip that. That's good.
Clipped. All right, so let's hop right into the divisional round, huh?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Game 1, Chiefs Texans.
Oof.
I mean, you know, the only team to outgain their, like you said when we met the other day, outgain their.
You said only?
Only team to outgain their opponents by 100
Their
yards.
Opponent by 100 yards and
no
lose.
Turnovers.
I'm pretty sure every opponent that won this weekend was outgained by their opponent.
And lose.
They're the first. The prior teams were 49-0.
Yeah,
and outgaining their.
Every team. Yeah, every team that won this weekend was outgained by the loser.
There's no way. I think that There's no way. There's no way.
I'm almost positive
had more yards than the Eagles. There's no way.
I mean, double check that. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive. I saw somewhere.
Check the tape.
It was. I think his name was like a Jay Cooter or something.
Yeah, dude, that's a fake. That's a fake.
Dude, it's not a fake, man.
Jay Cooter.
Jay Cooter.
Oh. Jay Cooter.
Cooter.
We're gonna go with Cooter.
Well, I tell you what, they had 8 accepted penalties for 82 yards this weekend. The Texans did.
Yeah, so most total yards, Texans, Lions, Rams, and Ravens all had more total yards. And the winner was the
But, Mikey,
other team.
There's also – the Texans had 0 turnovers, which is the difference right there.
Yep.
0 turnovers.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying. I'm right here. All teams that lost had more total yards than the winner.
There was more to the stat. It's total yards.
Well, that's still a crazy stat, though.
And it's by 100 yards, not just like, maybe 40
still.
or 50 with 0 turnovers. Prior teams were 49-0.
Okay, well, the Rams lost by what? 8, 10 points, whatever it was, and still outgained the Eagles? I mean, that's pretty crazy. It's not losing by like 1 or 2 points and outgaining them.
I think our predictions were mostly right, though, besides the Lions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
Shout out
Jayden Daniels is
Shout out Jayden Daniels.
I mean, and we got one of our boys, Scary Terry, on the team, leading the way, number one receiver.
One of your boys. That's
I don't know about our boys.
Your boy.
Oh, that's right. Mikey's team was too busy hanging out in Miami with one of the Cavenders and stuff.
That's right. We sure were. We sure were.
I saw something this weekend. I know. I saw something this weekend that Georgia, his teammates were over his bullshit with her.
Yeah, no, they said it was causing.
You saw that?
Yeah, I didn't see that. Who said that?
It was on ESPN. It was calling problems in the locker room because he was just like focused on her too much.
Yeah, they were doing OnlyFans in the locker room before like big games, and then apparently people were pissed.
I mean, everybody loves seeing Carson Beck and his Sid the Sloth face. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Straight laying pipe to one of the Cavender twins. Shout out Carson Beck. Hope he tears his ACL.
Oh, and he also was
I'm just kidding.
Let's someone wish an ACL on nobody.
Except him.
I mean, he's making more money than he probably ever will.
He is making a lot of dough.
So. Well, yeah.
Props to him.
I mean, it's a smart move, right? You realize you're probably never going to be an NFL quarterback, so let's just make more than 70% of all NFL quarterbacks.
Which is crazy to see because, like, his draft stock was so high going into this past year, and then it just
plummeted. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he played like dog shit.
A big part of that, too, is that interview where he came out and he said, I really don't like watching football.
That's crazy.
No, but there's more to that. Like, I get what he's saying. Like,
he had a good follow-up answer. Don't get me wrong.
I think
you can't say that. You can't be like.
I think he meant like he can't
too much to watch it. I'm too big of a football.
Watching
fan.
It just pisses me off because I know I'm better than everybody. He's just like, fuck football.
No.
I think he meant like, you can't enjoy football as much because you're just sitting there. Oh, I messed up here. I messed up here. I didn't make that read. I make that read. So like it can get a little over analytical when you're watching. And I mean, who wants to stress that much? You're just trying to enjoy some football.
Too big.
I do it every week.
Big brain, big brain football guy. Yeah.
That's why his head's so huge.
Yeah, it's weighing him down.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get back to the divisional rounds here. Texans, Chiefs.
I think we can all agree we're probably rooting Bills this upcoming.
I'm definitely rooting Bills this Sunday for sure.
Yeah,
that game they played this weekend was awesome against the Ravens. Josh Allen was playing just smart football, complimentary football. There you go.
And you talk about turnovers. Lamar had the least amount of turnovers out of any quarterback in the MVP running, and then has two to three
interceptions. Yeah.
I know he had a bad interception. He also had a fumble. And then you got Mark Andrews with the fumble and the 2-point drop.
That catch was
Isaiah Likely probably going to be the only tight end there next year.
He's had a terrible season.
Mark Andrews?
Yes.
It was not terrible. No.
It was pretty bad, dude. Dropping a lot of balls, a lot of drops this year.
Drops happen.
Mikey's a big Travis Kelce fan, so this is going to be a hard combo.
It is.
Yeah.
He's a tight end guy.
He's a Swiftie. I respect
it. That guy.
I respect it. You're a Swiftie.
My wife's a Swiftie.
Shout out T Swift.
Boosting the
But at what point do we start? Okay, I know the Chiefs get a lot of calls, correct? Can we all agree on that?
Good teams get calls.
That's what I'm saying. At what point do we start, just accepting the fact, like, hey, they're a great team. When great teams implement, know the rules of the game and implement that, we just got to start accepting that and be like, hey, then how can?
I think it's just, great coach. I think we are going to have to accept it at some point. That
it's almost like hating on. I mean, I'm still not the biggest fan, but like it's almost like hating on LeBron all these years. But at some point, you gotta respect.
Dude,
I'm just saying.
I love LeBron, dude.
He's a Ohio State guy.
Well, I also like 30 minutes from where he lived. I used to live. You know what I mean? Homegrown. You know.
Y'all came from the same Akron.
Well, I'm definitely too comfortable on the mic.
I just got an email from Riverside and it says you guys are booked. Well, all right. So what was the next game? Was that Lions?
All right. So hold on. Let me make sure. I'm gonna go like this right here. Boom. Cut. All right. There we go. All right. So we just talked about the Bills game. The Bills beating the Ravens. Well, kind of.
We touched on it. Let's go to. So I mean, we got Washington Lions. Hey, I want to propose this question right here. Do you think Amon-Ra St. Brown would let Dan Campbell bite his kneecap off to make it to the Super Bowl? Vice versa.
I think Dan Campbell would let Amon-Ra St. Brown bite his kneecap.
100%.
Off. Yeah. Like, chew it off. Spit it out. Reattach it.
I know you're not going to believe me, and I know I didn't say it.
Knee replacement.
Not that. But I will say the Lions losing this game, it kind of had the makings of it early on. Like going into the playoffs, not of the game. The game, played itself, of course. But, it just felt like all the hype was on them, had some injuries, and they were still doing good.
Some injuries.
Defense got exposed.
Big time.
Do you think, do you think it's going to be a new thing, where, coaches in the playoffs aren't going to be able to be, in an interview? Because I feel like that's got to have something to do with it, too.
I think they should skip the interviews, and I think they should make them towards the end of the season because it distracts the coaches that are actually in the playoffs still.
They tried to adjust it, right? Because it was only Zoom calls this time. Last year, it was in person. You could have gone to dinner, whatever it may have been, and that was years prior to that as well. But this year, just a Zoom call. But I heard a funny take on it. It's like, dude, you can't tell me Ben Johnson didn't know before that game that he was going to be the Bears head coach.
Right.
They had to have told him weeks.
Let's throw this out
ago.
Here, right? Ben's a phenomenal play caller. Whether he can motivate a team or not, we'll see. But say he had some trick plays up his sleeve, and he was like,
Caleb
Williams can make this play, but Jared probably can't do it. And should I go ahead and try it? Let's just go get Jameson Williams throw a pick right here, and then we'll be like, oh, we tried our
getting spicy here with it. It's a lot of. It could be true. But could be true.
What's his name? Aaron Glenn, right?
Yeah, went to the Jets today.
So you got the offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator knowing they're going to take other jobs. Are they teaming up against Dan Campbell to see if they can lose that game?
But if you're going for a Super Bowl, why would you do that?
Right.
You know?
You had the team to
think about it like this. Think if the Bears were you kept going, they make it to the next round, then they make it to the Super Bowl. We need to fill our coaching position. So, Ben, if you keep winning, there's a good chance that we're just going to have to give this to somebody else.
No.
Yeah, I don't think that happened. I literally think.
I definitely think he knew that he was the front runner for a while. I definitely think that.
I think Ben knew more than what Aaron Glenn did for the Jets.
Well, Aaron Glenn definitely was linked to way more teams.
Man, why would you choose the Jets though? Right,
that's his first round pick in the '90s. You know,
Aaron Glenn was a first round pick in the '90s from the Jets. Okay.
Yep.
So full circle. I get that. I didn't know that. So very cool.
Yeah.
You think?
It's just, are you guys? I don't know if you guys have been seeing it, but I don't think teams have ever done this before. It's we just interviewed SpongeBob. We just had an interview with Patrick. We just had an interview. What?
Why do you?
That's crazy.
I think that's all kind of a play because you have to interview. You have to interview an X amount of coaches, right? So then they're probably keeping the candidate they want to keep internal. But we've talked to Pete Carroll. We've talked to Mike McCarthy. We've talked to even Bill Belichick. We talked to all of them, but they knew Ben Johnson was the guy they wanted, so they just kept that on lock.
And then you have Sarkisian coming out saying, "I already turned down 2 or 3, NFL head coaching jobs."
Some big money deals too. I think
extended with Texas
7 years.
And it's like, did he interview with NFL teams? Like, you
I
have
think so.
So many guys out there, though.
Yeah, but you also got to think he's a hot team. They've been winning games, and their offense is good, and things like that.
And he planted the seed, and he said, "Hey, look, these guys want me. What are you going to do about it?"
Is their offense that good?
I mean, wait until you see it next year. I think the Manning boy is going to be a monster. I think he's going to be pretty good. This is coming from a guy that doesn't watch fucking college football.
Oh. Yeah, no. Shout out Archie, Archibald. But we'll see, I guess.
I think he's going to be pretty good.
Quinn Ewers.
Draft.
Loser.
2nd round.
1st round. What? Who's that? Who else is going to be? I mean,
I don't think the QB class is that good this year. Besides,
there's 2 quarterbacks. There's 2 quarterbacks Shador, in the 1st round.
And then you got
Quinn Ewers is a 2nd round guy.
Ewers, yeah.
Quinn's a 2nd day guy.
I think he's a 2nd or 3rd round guy.
Yeah, he's a day 2 guy. Well, Howard's stock went up a little bit, but we'll get into that later in the show.
You think Cam Ward goes number 1?
No.
You think Shador goes number 1?
The Patriots have the number 1. Who has the number 1 pick?
No.
Tennessee?
Titans, yeah.
Titans. Actually, I do think Cam Ward might go number 1.
I've been seeing a lot of links that Shador being going to the Titans.
I've seen him going to the Browns or
the Giants.
The Giants was a big one.
What if Dion really does become the next head coach of Cowboys? The Cowboys trade Dak Prescott to one of those teams, get a number 1 pick?
I saw somewhere that Dak was that Jerry Jones. I saw Jerry Jones was willing to eat the $108 million cap hit. I saw that somewhere.
Patriots are set up nice to get Travis Hunter, though.
Dude, and they got a quarterback. Drake May's
good.
Good. He is good. Yes.
Yeah, I think Shador ends up on the Browns, and it's a shit show, to be honest.
God, dude, what a terrible place for him to go.
Yeah.
I think they should keep Jameis, man.
God, I used to love, don't get me wrong, I was the biggest Jameis fan, but the turnovers are bad, man.
I know, it's hard to root for him.
Though, right? They got rid of Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper,
Jerry Jeudy, they don't have anybody. Yeah, Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy is on the Browns. Okay, yeah.
He's still there.
That vice versa, yeah, swap from the Broncos.
But that's their best receiver,
He made a Pro Bowl this year, right?
Yeah.
So
Jerry Jeudy made a Pro Bowl?
Yeah, did you see what the Jets said? The Jets owner, Woody Johnson, I think is his name, said that he didn't trade for Jerry Jeudy because his Madden ratings were too low.
His sons were saying some shit like that.
Psychopath, bro.
Yeah, you saw that shit?
His son is a psychopath.
Hence why they're now looking for a new GM, right?
And coach. Well, no, they don't have a coach now, but yeah, and GM, yeah. Ooh, speaking of, Jacksonville fired their GM as well.
Doug Peterson's still there?
No.
Yeah, they fired the GM this morning. Yeah.
Robert Saleh.
I thought he stepped down.
Job now.
Man.
Yeah.
That's not looking good. Trevor Lawrence has about 1 or 2 more years before he's
selling fucking burgers at McDonald's.
Yeah, he's gonna be sitting the bench.
How much they pay him?
Ain't as much as you want, Mike.
I got the burgers.
So we got Jaden Daniels popping off.
Yeah,
if we
dude.
look at Eagles-Rams.
I mean, what's up with Saquon with another 26 and 205?
Saquon show.
Had 275 earlier this year against them. Absolutely dominated.
2 touchdowns, too.
Dude,
that's crazy.
Speaking of that, but hats off to old Jared Verse, man. Backing up his word. Man, had a hell of a game.
Yeah. I think after he let up that 1 touchdown in the beginning, lights out after.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Matt Stafford played a pretty well game too, with it being cold, snowing.
Yeah, it was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be, which gives me some excitement.
That's why
about Washington.
To be honest,
Philadelphia.
That offense is electric, and that defense is pretty good. If they can slow down Saquon, and you have to make Jalen Hurts beat you. Have to.
Yeah.
Which I think he's got like a little MCL sprain too.
He's been battling some stuff all year. I mean, what's his name? Two Glove Kenny Pickett was in there not too long ago. God, dude, he should.
What a terrible first round pick by us, huh?
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
Terrible.
Poor Kenny.
Terrible.
Core, with you, like, I mean, I root for the Steelers a little bit. I got some family up there; they're big Steelers fans. I mean, what are your thoughts? Do you think the Steelers move on from Mike Tomlin? I honestly love Mike Tomlin, but like,
they're not going to. I mean, the consistency it's just so good. The only issue is that he's never bad enough to give us. We're always good enough to get a 20 or lower pick.
I mean, true. I don't want them to get rid of Mike Tomlin either, but I mean, at some point, either you got to draft a little better, or
the Bears asked to see if we want to trade him.
I saw that. Yeah,
and he was just like, "Nah, I'm good."
You need a quarterback,
yes.
You need a bona fide quarterback that can run that thing, run the offense. Russ, don't get me wrong, he's a game manager at this point in his life. Right?
See ya. I want him gone, dude.
And Justin Fields is not polished enough to last the whole season.
I'm a huge guy. I'm a huge Justin Fields guy. If he just needs to fix a few things, and I think he could run the offense well. He already does. Arthur Smith loves him. So I think there's a chance that Justin is still there next season. And if anything, we wait until the year after to draft a quarterback, because I think the class after this year is way better. So
you got to get some weapons if you're going to have Justin Fields, or if you're going to keep Russell Wilson. You can't George Pickens. Dog, you can't rely on him every single game, and that's
our offense looks terrible without him.
Right? They went in a little slump whenever he was out. I mean, that dude is unreal. He's got a lot of growing up to do, but you got to get a vet in there. That
realistically, what we should do,
Mike Williams though,
Devontae Adams. That's who they need to go target.
But Mike Williams doesn't do shit, and we didn't use him. Devontae Adams would be nice,
Mike Williams.
Yeah,
Devontae Adams would be nice, but he's all about himself all the time.
He's all about him and A-Rod.
Yeah, and I don't think I want Aaron Rodgers on my team at 100 million years old. So
I think the Steelers would be phenomenal with A-Rod.
I do too, but I just don't want him.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think him and Mike T would get along.
They got a lot of ayahuascas up there in Pittsburgh, huh?
Ayahuasca.
Yeah, did you watch
Our fans may hate this for me jumping ship, but I'll be honest with you here. Past couple of years, I might be, not because they're really good, but might becoming a Bills fan. That fan base is a good time.
I bet so. Awesome. You have some tables
Bills
that you want to practice jumping through?
Though.
Truly.
They'll go out of their way to donate to random charities and
Did you see what they did to Mark Andrews?
Send him death threats.
No, $36,000 they raised and donated to his charity or some shit like that.
See, great fan base.
They are. They're nice people. Upstate New York. They're technically Canadians.
Though? Is that like a sorry, dumbass?
Enjoy working on your charity while we're still playing football.
Yeah. I think that's exactly.
And they got a dog back there in the backfield.
Yeah.
Let him cook.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Shout out.
He's pretty damn good.
Shout out Dalvin's.
I think that game this weekend will be pretty good. Yeah, at least he doesn't put the floor on the deck like Dalvin does. God.
Lord have mercy.
I think Dalvin's got some stuff left in the tank. I don't know why he was.
Yeah. Last year was productive, right?
Fumbling.
With the Vikings, it was productive before he went to the damn Cowboys.
The Cowboys are
a
joke.
I think a lot of mock drafts I've seen have the Cowboys taking that Genty guy.
That would be a good pick for them, honestly.
Scatterboo, though.
Go back.
Come on now, dog.
Dude,
I don't think he'd fit Jerry Jones' system too much, Him and Jerry are beef. Jerry don't like nobody on the team that'll beef with.
They got to get out of Dak's contract.
I don't know if I'm sold on Genty there.
Explain, please.
Just saying.
You think Scadaboo's better back?
No.
Are you gonna just say instead of I think? Are we gonna just get after it?
What's that? What are you doing over there?
Let's get after it.
You pulling Colin's move over there for his anniversary?
I don't need
Pamela Anderson. No, man. I just don't think they haven't really played like top tier defense.
All right. All right.
I know he had crazy numbers.
All right. Let's see what he ran against Oregon. That's a pretty good defense. That got torched.
That got exposed. By anybody worth a damn this year.
They got torched.
Shout out Dan Lanning. DGD.
To be honest, I'm a fan of Dan Lanning.
Dog.
He's a good coach.
Dan Lanning, prime example of who should come out as a college coach, man. Like, I've turned down several NFL jobs. You guys should go ahead and extend it before it gets weird.
Yep. Especially if they want him.
Maybe I should put that out there for myself. Hey, I turned down a couple of NFL jobs.
Yeah.
All right, Mikey, I want you to guess. I want you to guess what Ashton Jeanty ran against Oregon.
118 yards.
No. What'd you say? 180?
190.
25 or 192 and 3 touchdowns. Man.
Yeah, someone's not convinced though.
2,600 yards this year, Mikey.
Okay, against an Oregon team, and then you got 12, 13 games against Mountain West. What are they?
Conference is your conference. You SEC folks are like that. Your conference is your conference.
School of the blind and deaf, yes.
I mean, they did lose to Penn State pretty bad, but he
does have the tools. He's very athletic.
There are some
I'm just saying.
I mean, okay, so let's talk about this then. Ray Rice went to a small school. I think he went to Rutgers. You know what I mean?
That's not a small school. That's Rutgers.
Boise State.
Ray Rice beats the shit out of women.
Rutgers is in the...
Yes, but I'm just saying, smaller school. Pierre Garçon went Division III.
Pierre Garçon!
That's a receiver.
Doesn't matter. He's good enough to play in the NFL.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's not good enough to play in the NFL. I'm just saying I'm not sold on him to be a first-round draft pick.
I think he's first-round talent all day.
I agree.
All right.
All day, man.
He almost broke Barry's record.
Yeah, he was like 100 yards short.
Yeah, I know.
Barry Sanders is a legend.
There's a reason.
Look who Barry played against, and look who Ashton Jeanty played against.
Well.
A
lot of unathletic white guys when Barry was out there in college.
There's a lot of unathletic guys in the Mountain West.
Mikey, let me ask you this. If you got a scholarship to the Mountain West, would you have went?
I mean, yeah.
So does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter. I'm not saying that it matters. I've said I'm not sold on him being a first-round draft pick. I could be completely wrong. That's fine.
Kid's a bowling ball, dude. 5'9", 215 pounds. He's a bowling ball.
And that's back talk.
You gotta do it in the voice, Colin.
And that's back talk. All right, so...
Yeah, I think my headset's starting to mess up.
Yeah, it is. I can see it.
Yep, sounds good.
I know it sounds good, but on my end, it sounds like shit. Look at Mikey over there lagging.
Not lagging.
Yeah. Are you going to do some UFC recap? We'll edit this out of the pod, too. This is some stuff I can
The UFC recap?
Do you want to just not do that, or what?
I came in with 0 stats today. Just
Jesus Christ, man. And I'm the one that came in
No
with
one wants
stats.
to hear UFC.
People want to hear UFC, Mikey.
Mikey, UFC is pop.
UFC is popping. Bro. Shout out Dana White. Shout out the Fertitta brothers.
Hey, do you watch that, what's that, Slap Fest? What's that shit called? Slapbox?
I can't do that.
The fuck's that shit called?
Corby Cross a lot.
Yeah, dude, I can't watch that. What is that called? Slap something.
Slap something. You know what I'm talking about?
Slap down.
What the fuck is that called? Dude, I can't watch that shit.
Let me look.
That's like standing there against the best boxers in the world and being like, all right, let's just see, not get knocked out first. Hit me with a right. But what's funny about it is they're not athletes. They're just big motherfuckers.
Power slap.
Yeah, no, I can't do it, dude.
We're getting there.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I can't.
I do this. I watch some skinny white dude knock out some huge.
Yeah, they'll go through.
It's all about the form.
They'll go through 10 to 15 rounds of this shit and win $5,000 of absolutely brain damage. Just
the thing that cracks me up, don't you get
I'd rather get CTE the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Don't you get 3 warm-up little swings? It's like 2,
3, and then they're like, ski. And then they hold a pool noodle behind them. They're like,
and then they're screaming, "I do this! I do this!"
I didn't feel shit, dude. And their lips like, I didn't feel shit after that.
Their whole handprint all the way.
Do you know who's one of the biggest judges? Shout out the CSRA, Forrest Griffin.
Really?
Yeah, he's like a big judge for power slap. I also think he's climbing his way up the ranks in the UFC Contender Series, being behind all that. But yeah, power slap. I can't get behind. I can't get behind it at all.
I've watched just videos that have popped up and I'm like, this is ridiculous.
3 hours later, dude.
3 hours later,
guys are posting on their Instagram.
I can do that shit.
Slapping a watermelon, just absolutely busting open a watermelon. What are we doing?
Wow. I didn't know he went to Evans High School. That's cool.
Yeah, UFC recap. It wasn't as good as we thought it was going to be. Arman Tsarukyan had to back out because of a back injury.
Is that Game of Thrones?
On the last day before the fight. So I think it had something to do with dehydration. He was having back spasms. Renato
trying to cut.
Moicano stepped in, got absolutely mauled in the first round by Islam Makhachev. Got him with a Darce choke. I will say all of our bets hit. All of our picks hit from the previous episode except Peyton Talbot. And this is where things get interested for the UFC. Peyton Talbot, right? Didn't know much about him before his last fight with the UFC. But I do know this. He is Frank Ocean's boyfriend. Dead ass. So shout out to Peyton and Frank. Power couple, huh? He did get absolutely mauled, dude. He faced some 36-year-old vet. Just kept getting slammed to the canvas. But story of the night was Frank Ocean did tweet out and was like, "Gotta cook tonight, P."
All right.
Now there's some viral clips going around talking about them kissing and stuff. So hopefully he focuses a little bit more on takedown defense rather than white.
He'd rather get beat down elsewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does he have a song dedicated to him at all?
All right, so I did see a TikTok where they were playing a song by Frank Ocean. It says something about he's got a fighter and he's got stories or something. Maybe we'll have to look it up. We'll get.
All right, cool. It's a banger.
We'll get back to the listeners on that. Maybe that may be our intro on the next UFC event when he's fighting. Probably not, but besides that, absolutely really good card. Merab embarrassed Umar Nurmagomedov. Merab Dvalishvili broke GSP's takedown record.
The dog?
Yeah, Merab was a dog, but he also was the champion. He held the belt. Umar, Khabib's little cousin, came in as the favorite and got worked. But he did break his hand in the first round. Nasty break. And a lot of people did feel like he won the first round, so that's definitely a rematch a lot of people want to see. I don't know when the next card is. We'll keep you guys posted on that.
I think it's in a couple weeks.
Yeah. But overall, really good card. Islam, pound for pound, best fighter in the world right now. Dude is a machine. and he's low key kind of funny too. If you watch some clips, it's a little out.
Funny guy.
Most of them are.
Yeah.
Sometimes funny.
Yeah. This guy.
Well,
this guy, funny guy.
Damage.
I smash him.
Shout out Cord.
I smash
Sometimes him. Funny.
Sometimes funny. Coming soon. So.
All right. So I don't know if we touched on the Bills Ravens yet. Maybe a little bit. I think Lamar wins MVP, but he has a losing record in the playoffs now. So I don't know.
Are they still basing the MVP off just regular season only, or they?
Yeah, it's a regular season award for sure.
Well, I know it's a regular. I just didn't know, because I'm voting so late. Are they gonna, factor in the playoffs?
No, they can't.
No.
They do factor in whether your team makes it to the playoffs, so I will say that.
Yeah.
Because Joe Burrow is not even getting a fucking look.
Right, now he's not. If the Bengals
statistically, he had a great season.
Joe Burrow will be the first quarterback with 45 TDs, I think, to not win MVP.
I mean, Lamar had, 41?
Yeah, but with half as many turnovers, too.
And a pretty different record.
Too much curry tonight?
Too much mucus.
That was a big one.
Yeah, dude, I'm crying a little bit.
I've been coughing too. You missed it right before you got on here when you were late.
You.
I coughed right into the mic and it about blew his eardrums out. Why don't you go get some throat coat?
Mucinex. You said you're the throat goat?
No. No, there's a tea. It used to be called a throat coat. And it was for when you were sick.
I ain't never heard of such a thing.
I ain't never heard of it either. Must be a Ohio thing.
Yep.
All right, so let's make some picks for this weekend.
We didn't talk about did we talk about the Eagles and Rams? Yeah, we did a little bit.
Let's make some picks this weekend. We got
Dude, are we going to see a little bit of foreshadow here? The last time the Commanders went to the conference championship, they beat the Lions in the first round that year in 1991, 41-10. Tap that ass.
My boy, coming with the stats, son. Let's go.
But they went on to win the Super Bowl against the Bills.
Yes.
They beat them 37-24. I mean, I'm pulling for the Bills to win it all. Hopefully they do, but that'd be crazy if that happened again. History repeats itself, right?
Hey, man, I'd love for the Bills to win. Shout out Josh Allen. Shout out Haley Steinfeld.
Shout out James Cook.
Shout out Amari Cooper.
Von Miller.
Shout out Von Miller doing ayahuasca with Aaron Rodgers on his new documentary on Netflix.
I didn't watch that. Did you watch it?
Yeah, and Jordan.
Is it good?
And Jordan Poirier. Yeah, it is good.
What's the title of it?
Ayahuasca.
There is a part of that in that docuseries where Aaron Rodgers is like, dude, can you imagine what a caterpillar goes through, man? Just one day you wake up and you got wings and you're flying around, man. It's crazy, man. High as shit. Dude, Aaron Rodgers is straight off a bog rip, straight off a trip, whatever it may be. But he's got Jordan Poirier. He's got Von Miller there, a couple other NFL guys, and he's just eyes are bloodshot. And he's all, dude, freaking caterpillar, man. Freaking goes into a cocoon and turns into a butterfly. It's crazy. You got to watch it. It's good. They're laying in mud. They're dumping muddy water on themselves. They're drinking out of a plastic Dasani bottle with ayahuasca. Yeah, it's kind of
check it out.
It's kind of lit, to be honest.
I didn't know they made Dasani bottles anything other than plastic.
Yeah, there's actually glass Dasani bottles. You should look into it. Yeah.
All right, so picks this weekend. Who we rolling with?
I mean, we got the Bills versus the refs. I mean, Chiefs.
I am making deals with God that the Bills beat the Chiefs. That's all I've got to say.
I'm going to pull up the spreads for us real quick.
Dude, my take earlier in the playoffs was if the Bills were to beat the Broncos by double digits. they would go into the Super Bowl. So I'm going to stick with that.
And not only did they beat the shit out of them.
Wait, when did you make that prediction?
I don't think I told you guys.
You made it in private by yourself when you were like, "Oh shit, dude, I bet."
I told my guys at work.
Well, we'll need one of them on here to vouch for you, or else we're going to cut this part too, because we're not putting up bullshit, speculations that didn't happen without us. You know what I mean?
You can believe me or not believe me. It's okay.
Hey, you know what?
I picked the Bills to win last weekend. What'd you pick?
Earlier in the year, I was talking to one of my buddies, and I was like, I do think Lamar will win MVP, but I think he'll lose to Josh Allen. But I also think that the Bengals will be on the cusp of making the playoffs, and Joe Burrow is going to have like a really good season and could honestly contend for the MVP. But then again, Patty Mahomes is going to be there in the AFC Championship. I said that to my buddy probably preseason, before I really knew anything about what was going to go on. But
you took someone and elongated it there, or whatever the word may be. I don't fucking know. I said the Bills would still win if they won by 7.
You said you got
they weren't going to make the Super Bowl.
You got a long gate in front of your house.
If they won by double digits, they were going to make it to the Super Bowl. I didn't say they're going to win the Super Bowl. I said they're going to make it to the Super Bowl.
I said if Sean Payton woke up on Thursday and made it to Friday, that the Broncos would be in the playoffs with Bo Nix.
Mm.
Hey, you know who's the worst running back in the NFL? Javonte Williams.
Okay.
Hot take.
Was he on your fantasy team?
Sure, it's not.
Must have been.
He was. He was a sleeper pick, and I thought I got away with one, and I think he averaged 3 yards.
I bet he was still sleeping, huh?
He never.
Are you sure it's not someone that went to Ohio State?
He never woke up. Javonte went to Ohio State?
No, I said, are you sure it's not someone who went to Ohio State?
This guy's talking a lot of shit for us to have just as many players in the league as them.
I mean, Zeke Elliott's not really.
Look at our receivers compared to you guys.
You said running back. I'm not saying receivers.
Corbin, you got the best receiver on your team in the NFL is a dog.
That's fine. That's okay. I'm okay with that. He is a dog.
What is one NFL team where the I guess Scary Terry that besides Washington where number 1 wide receiver is from Ohio State? This
Where's
is like
another one?
Purely like
Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh my.
Come on, boy.
Zach Ertz.
Technically, I mean, if you count him in Seattle, Jackson.
Over Metcalf, yeah, and Tyler Lockett, yeah, that's probably a good choice.
Tyler Lockett, I'm surprised isn't dead with the amount of neck injuries he's had. Oh my god, dude!
This is true.
I really like Roma Odunze, whatever his name is.
Oh yeah, if he could ever get off the fucking injured reserve, yeah, that'd be sick.
Don't you have another one too? What's his name? He hasn't played in like 6 years.
Oh, Mike Thomas? No, I don't think he's on there anymore.
What happened to that dude? That's a whole podcast in itself.
I mean, he was the slant man, boy.
I mean,
he was on pace to break every receiving record ever.
Every record.
I think his ankles just kept getting hurt. Weak ass ankles.
No, didn't he like? Dude, what? I don't think it was his ankles. Wasn't there like some like just like crazy shit that happened?
Yeah, I think he like got in a fight with the coaches, and then like when Drew Brees wasn't the quarterback, he like.
He hated that. He hated that. Well, because Drew Brees couldn't see anything, so he said, "Fuck it, Mike's open."
Hit him on a slant.
That's all he ran. 45-yard slant. Yak, boy. Yak.
All right, so let's make our picks. We got Bills, Ravens.
So
Bills,
right
Chiefs.
now I'm looking.
Bills, Chiefs. Sorry, stroke.
You're leaving that in there too. We got Bills, Chiefs.
Bills, Chiefs.
Chiefs are 2-point favorites.
At home. Give me the Bills.
Bills are projected to win 55% to win.
No one circles the wagons like the Buffalo
Bills, baby.
All right. I got the Bills on that game too.
What's the over?
Hey, we're all taking Bills.
What's over or under on that game?
47.5.
Give me the over, Bills.
Yep. 47.5 both games.
I'm thinking
money line. There's plus 110 for Buffalo and minus 130.
I'm thinking 31, 28, 28.
Dude, I think all their past games in the past have been pretty high.
I think it's gonna be 24-21 Bills.
So you think it goes on the? You think it hits the under?
I think it might hit the under this time too as well.
Wait, no, it hits the over, does it not?
48?
Oh no, never mind. Yeah, I think it hits under.
Nah, I think it might.
I think it's going to be a defensive game. It's going to be cold, and I think it's going to be methodical. I think Travis Kelce's going to find the zone wherever he can, but I think Josh Allen's going to win it with his legs.
I'm going to say 31-28, the Bills.
I like that one.
Okay.
Honestly, that's what I like. 28, 34.
What did you say?
28-34.
You said 31-28.
I don't like how you put the lower number first. 34-28.
No, don't catch that, huh? No.
All right, and then let's go to the next game. Commanders, Eagles.
52-12.
Eagles are opening up as 6-point favorites.
Dude, I want to know how cold it's going to be this weekend. Yeah.
They're both outside, though, and they're both like 45. I think it's like, an hour or so, a couple hours away from each other. So
I don't think the cold affects Buffalo and Kansas City as much.
Well, it's because it's bone chilling in both places. It's awful.
Yeah, they're used to it. I will say Commanders, last game indoors against the Lions.
Had a field day.
Yeah.
Who'd they play round one?
Gosh, let me pull it up. I got it up right here.
The Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers.
Another
in Tampa.
warm place, yeah. Ooh,
so they played in Tampa and won. But they've been winning all year at home, too, where it's freezing. So they know how to play in the cold.
I like Commanders, dude. I'm going to take Commanders.
I like the Commanders.
I like Commanders. I'd say 20, 27, like 24, something like that.
Close. I like that. Over-under's 47.5.
I think it goes
on this game as well.
All on the same page again.
I think it goes over 100%, bro. Like
that offense is too electric, and Saquon's hard to stop.
Yep.
So I'm gonna take one for the team here because I really like the Commanders to win, but I think for that I've been picking against the Eagles first couple of rounds there, so I'm gonna pick the Eagles to win.
I think I'm going 35-31 Commanders.
28-17 Eagles.
My God, just an ass beating, huh?
Yeah, dude. God.
Yeah, I don't think so. Nick Sirianni's got to go.
I don't think he will, dude. They
I
had
don't
to
think he will.
Season.
Yeah.
Made it to another conference championship game.
He doesn't
Dude's
do
lost
anything, though.
Doesn't matter. The team's winning. There's something that he's doing right.
Something.
Nick Sirianni.
I yell at fans, and I buzz my head because I look like a dumbass.
And he cries their national anthem.
Wait, hold on. Is that Colin or Nick Sirianni over there in Colin's screen?
Nick Sirianni. Yeah, I really like what Saquon and I really like what Jalen Hurts is doing this year. Hey, did you guys see Lou Holtz? Talking about how he loves titties.
You guys have the same
Dude,
girlfriend.
You guys got Stanley Cups or what?
No, dude. This isn't a Walla.
This is a BrewMate.
All right.
This one's cool, dog. It has you can drink it like this, or it's like a straw too. So
shout out BrewMate. There's no spillage. It's
neither with
to
a
the
Walla
counter here. Yeah, it doesn't slide around.
It's
really good water bottle. Really gets you going.
Sponsor us.
Really keeps you hydrated.
Sponsor us, BrewMate.
So, why don't we get into the national championship?
Let's get into it.
I mean,
hats off, Core. Proud of you.
That's a pretty good night, if I must say. I stayed up for the whole game.
I'm sure you did. I would too if I was a Ohio State fan.
I didn't watch a single minute.
I bet you didn't.
Didn't watch.
I watched the. I even watched the I had the same thing when Georgia whooped TCU's ass a couple years ago. Say for the whole thing, probably shouldn't have, but
that was rough.
Yeah, well, was that 163-3 or something like that? Yeah.
That national championship was played the week before when we played you guys, for sure.
This is true.
That was one of the best games I ever watched.
I had a feeling, or I picked Notre Dame to win, of course. Really, I think it was more so because I just wanted to win and beat Ohio State, not necessarily because they're the better team or anything. But that first drive, was it not scary for you?
It was at first, and then once I heard them come back from commercial break and hear them say, as soon as Riley Leonard stepped off the field, he yammed, and then he stumbled over to the fucking bench, I knew it was over.
What was it, like the next 2 or 3 drives, they had 4 or 5 total yards?
And they punted every single time.
Yeah. I think when Ohio State went up by 2 scores, I was like, it's over. There's no...
Yeah,
because Ohio State scored just as easily.
We came back. Well, I mean, after that Michigan loss, we were on a mission, dude, and there was nobody gonna get in our way.
No.
They showed the final standings from the end of year rankings, and we beat every team in the top 8 except for you guys because we didn't play you guys.
Yeah,
I'm not saying we would have beat you, but. But I'm just saying we beat everybody up there besides you guys.
I mean, I don't know what to.
I don't know, man, because Gunnar Stockton, I don't know if he would have been good or not, and then you don't have Carson Beck.
I mean, I just know the last time we played, we won, so that's all I can hold against his head. Just like Michigan still beat Ohio State the last time.
Yeah, it is.
They played, and so it is what it is.
But we are national champions, so that don't matter.
Yeah, Michigan still beat you, so yeah.
That's fine. You guys were riding pine. That's fine.
That's cool.
But I mean, Quinshon Judkins had a fucking day, dude. He was a monster.
Notre Dame couldn't tackle.
And then what bothers me is that Jeremiah Smith has talked about it the whole entire playoff. Don't play me one-on-one or I'm gonna dismantle you.
Boy,
and what did Notre Dame do all night?
They said they were gonna do that though. They said, "Hey, we're not changing shit up. We're going man."
But why? You know you're going to get torched.
You don't see something like that, or you don't believe something like that until you see it. So
there's plenty of tape. That's the problem.
They thought they were different. Duh.
Jeremiah Smith, if he were to go to the draft this year, I truly believe he'd probably be
number 1,
top 5 pick.
Yeah,
number 1,
top 10 pick.
Top 10's a little low. I think he is.
I don't think top.
The way the guy. I mean, he's only a freshman, so let's talk about in 2 years when he actually goes out. This kid is going to be a monster.
I don't think number 1 because I just think there's just
quarterback.
There's a lot of teams out there that have a really good receiver.
I just think he's one of those it's like those generational type things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The only thing I guess. One thing I hate about the championship game was I don't think the score reflected how the game really went.
I agree.
Ohio State should have never let them get back that close.
Well, here it is. Because guess what? Here's some of my fucking notes. And I told Heather this before the game started. Davison Igbinosun is going to fuck something up somewhere, and we're going to have costly penalties, and he did it again. He has had 19 holding or pass interference calls on him this year. And he did it twice the other night. And guess what they did? Scored off of both of those fucking penalties.
You had every opportunity to step on their necks, pull away with it.
Yep.
But you let them crawl back in.
Yep, because I think it was a 3rd and long, and he tackles the dude running just a simple route. All you had to do was just keep him. We had everything under control. Our defensive line and linebackers played outstanding. He sucks.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Quinshon Judkins had a day, dude. I mean, what are you going to do about that? And then their best player, Notre Dame's best player, Jeremiah Love, had 4 carries for 3 yards the whole game.
Yeah, sounds like Javonte Williams. I'm so salty about that. Fuck him.
Throwing goose eggs up for fucking fantasy. I can see Colin now losing just because this guy gets nothing.
By 0.3 points because he has -1 yards. Are you fucking what the fuck? Sorry, sidetrack.
So overall, though, I mean, we definitely were the more complete team, I think. Obviously, we spent the most money.
For sure.
Let's be real. What I liked about it is that 99% of our defense we brought back this year. And they're all seniors, so who knows how shitty our defense is going to be next year.
That's some back talk right there.
Yeah.
Do you think that Notre Dame makes even a contention the next so many years?
Yeah.
I think their offense needs to be better, but I think Marcus Freeman's a really good coach, and I think he'll be back.
The reason why,
for sure.
I mean, for sure, he's the reason why he's there. But so Riley Leonard, what has he got? 1 or 2 years left?
Well,
I think he's got 1.
You talking about making the playoffs, or are you talking about contending?
I think they'll make the playoffs.
I think they'll make the playoffs because they're not in a conference. I think
they play the ACC fucking schedule. So,
but it's I think are they? I don't know if they'll make it that far again for the next couple years.
Well, I mean, dude, I didn't think they'd make it that far this year. To be honest, you know,
it's really all on matchup.
They had a lot of things.
You got a chance. I think that's what
they really did have a lot of things align their way, though.
Yeah.
They play Indiana first round. Indiana just Indiana, and then you play a backup QB, depleted Georgia team,
right?
And then you play Penn State, which Penn State can't win the big ones, and then.
Man, I really wanted Penn State to win that fucking game. I really wanted that.
Yeah, I did too. I think that just shows, if they make it to the playoffs, anybody's got a chance because
I think the only team that was really hard to beat was us, just because we put the pedal to the floor against everyone.
Yeah,
it was you lose at the right time.
That Michigan loss changed everything.
Yep,
that's what I wanted to bring up last time, though. And Corbin, you're gonna hate this, and I'm tinkering with it because
But
they won the championship game, but at some point, if you lose to an unranked Michigan team, you shouldn't be in that top 12.
Who'd you guys lose to?
But wasn't that their only loss though? Or
we lost 2 losses. We lost to Alabama.
Bad team. Bad team.
When they were ranked number 4, and we lost to Ole Miss when they were ranked top 10.
Ole Miss is a bad loss though. You guys
they were both at their places. You lost at home.
Okay.
To an unranked Michigan team.
Okay.
We
got outcoached. It is what it is. We lost.
That Michigan game is such an outlier game, though. If they're ranked or not ranked, right?
No,
but Mikey, this is
hype to play that game.
It should mean a lot more than going back just a couple of spots and still get a home game for playoffs.
We didn't. I mean, we got a home game because we were ranked higher than Tennessee. I didn't think we deserved a home game. If I'm,
that's what I'm saying though. Yeah,
I didn't think we deserved that. I didn't think we deserved that, but we were ranked higher than Tennessee because we were better than Tennessee. It is what it is. Yeah. Right. But you can ask Heather. You can ask anybody I talked to. I thought we were after that Michigan game. I thought we were going to get railed by Tennessee. I had zero confidence. And then you can look at the group chat I have with my cousins. I'm talking we're talking that we're up 31-7, and I was like, dude, I don't know what's going on. This is completely different than anything I've seen this year.
Yeah, they definitely turned around after that. I lost at the right time, but
again, trust me, I love the rivalry against them. I wish we would have beat the fuck out of them because I hate them, and my old bosses
fake.
Beat the fuck out of them.
Beat that fuck out of them, man! God dang it!
I swear to God.
I swear on God.
we should have beat them. But Ryan Day, for some reason, against them, coaches to not lose instead of coaching to win. And if you're coaching to not lose, you're making mistakes. You're too careful with the play call. That team was awful. We should have beat them by 3 touchdowns like we were supposed to, and we just didn't.
Corbin, what do you have to say about Shane Gillis saying, at least my coach doesn't draw his beard on with a Sharpie?
I know Ryan Day colors his beard, and I think it's fucking hilarious.
Did you see that girl try to assassinate him in the golf cart?
Yes.
Yeah,
dude, I saw someone caption that they're like a typical UGA grad.
I saw one that was the progress that women have made when it comes to how people think they can drive down the drain after that girl right there.
I saw the a side-by-side clip of Austin Powers when he got stuck in the wall and shit.
What was that girl doing, man?
She is just oh yeah, no, we got to what?
And then she bent the axle.
Yeah,
so she couldn't even tried to back up and thought she could drive away with it. She looked
why isn't it moving? And then you got fucking cops trying to shove that thing That's like a 6-seater. Like,
and then all of our guys are just crying and laughing at her.
Yeah,
which is terrible.
And Ryan Day up the side, he's like, "What in the fuck are you doing? Fired?"
That's funny.
So yeah, his beard cracks me up because
this
right here is really nice, but man, that shit is dark for him being in his mid-40s like that. But I think Will Howard increased his draft stock a little bit from a day 4 to like a day 3 guy, maybe. Played well enough.
Will Howard?
Yeah.
Day 2 max.
No way, dude. I think he's a sleeper guy, honestly.
I don't think you guys realize there's not a whole lot of QBs in this, though.
There's not, but I don't think he's good enough to go in day 2. That's the problem.
We need to keep track of this. We need to do a live little draft show.
Dude, you want to talk about efficient, dude? He was 17 of 21 with 231 and 2 touchdowns.
It's just Ohio State quarterbacks just don't fare well in the NFL.
There's one in Houston that's doing fairly well.
Better than Georgia.
That's true.
Ooh.
Stafford, the GOAT.
That's it, though.
I do think Stetson could come in after Stafford and play a little bit.
Well, if he quit drinking. Ooh.
We like to have a good time.
Hey, who's this? Who's the quarterback I saw today? Ginn, one of them for Georgia. Ginn.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
Mikey, instantly 247sports.com.
Yeah, Mikey, look it up, dude. I need your opinion on this. What the fuck?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Maybe he's a backup this year. Or a commit. I don't know.
Colin, why don't you look it up if you know what you're talking? I don't even know what you're.
I already vowed not to touch my mouse during this podcast. You remember that? Don't fuck with me.
His name is Coulter Ginn from Perry, Georgia.
That guy from Texas.
Yeah, there you go. 6'3". God, what an ugly fucking guy. Oh my God.
His throws looked hot.
Let me see if I can. I don't want to share my screen because then it shows all.
Yeah, I don't know what Georgia's going to do next year for quarterback. I don't know if go to Stockton,
No, dude, no way.
Yeah, Gunnar Stockton's going to be the guy, dude. Kirby Smart loves him.
I don't care. No.
Why not?
Because Gunnar Stockton can't play in the NFL.
So
what are we doing?
Winning football.
Will Howard can't play in the NFL.
Yes,
he can. He definitely can.
I'll tell you, can't. Riley Leonard is not going to play in the NFL.
No, he should have started playing basketball.
Carson Beck will not play in the NFL. I don't think Shedeur Sanders is going to be.
I think Stetson Bennett has a better chance of playing in the NFL than Will Howard does.
Boom. Dude,
well, I agree with that as well.
Dude, Stetson has popped off in some preseason games.
Is this a hot take?
Yes.
Is this a hot take?
Stetson's a winner.
Is this a hot take? I don't think Shedeur's that good, but
it's a hot take.
I think he's good, but I don't think the hype is as high as it should be.
He's not a Josh Allen. He's not a Joe Burrow.
I don't think he's like a...
I think next year he wouldn't be a first-round pick.
I don't know. I don't necessarily disagree, dude.
I think for what the line he had at Colorado so put up those numbers, I think give him his flowers there.
I mean, he is good, don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's a number one pick guy. You know what I mean?
Well, I think the only reason he'd be number one pick is just because there's a lot of teams that need quarterbacks.
This is the perfect time for him to come out because it's a weak quarterback class.
There's so many teams that need quarterbacks though.
Which sucks for Carson Beck because Carson Beck had prime. Like all he had to do was
not suck.
Yeah, play just as good as he did the year before, maybe like a little less. Again, just not suck.
Carson Beck would be an absolute failure in the NFL.
But he would be a top 5 pick.
I think if this was 2 years ago, Carson Beck, maybe, but not this year.
Georgia also, needed some receivers that can catch the ball.
I think it was good you guys had kind of like a quote unquote down year.
Oh, for sure. That just means that Kirby's going to come back even more.
Fuck. I mean, I think it's good. I didn't think Carson Beck was that good, so I think it was nice to humble him.
"Quote unquote" down year.
I mean, they're still the number 2 ranked fucking team.
Yeah,
or 3 ranked team. I mean, what the fuck,
down year, Yeah.
If our down years to make the playoffs and have a first round bye, I mean,
I think the only reason you guys got that high is because you beat Texas in the SEC championship. But I think if Texas they beat twice. You, it wouldn't be that. Yeah, if you guys beat them twice. So otherwise, I think it would have been a little bit different. I think you guys would have been maybe like a 5 or 6 if you would have lost that game. That's it.
The SEC championship?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't.
You guys lost how many games this year? 2?
2.
You might have fallen a little bit lower than that then. If you would have lost the SEC championship.
They were good losses.
No, we would have been at like 7.
They were good losses.
We would have a home game.
They were the best losses that you could have asked for.
7, we would have played you guys, I think. Or were we 8?
Or we would have been what? We would have been 5th.
Or a 3-loss Georgia team? No. That's crazy.
7. We would have been 7th.
Not above us. That's crazy.
We would have been 7th.
You would have been 9 under us. Or 10.
We would have been 7th. I'm telling you. No, you guys would have been 5th.
Typical SEC, man.
I mean, but all our games that we lost were all against ranked teams and not at home.
Where did Ole Miss finish at the end of the season? I don't give a fuck where they were when you guys lost.
Like 12th.
Yeah,
no, they weren't.
Top 20?
Yes, they were.
No, they weren't 12th.
They're top 20.
Yes, they were.
No, they weren't. Clemson.
Remember, Clemson's not 12th. They were ranked like 24th.
They were ranked 15th.
They got like the 12th seed because they won their conference.
I don't think it was 12. I thought Miami was supposed to be in that spot.
Okay, then Ole Miss was 13th.
Top 15.
They're still top 15.
Let's see.
Bingo. Ohio State cheated. Everybody knows that.
Probably did.
Hey, why don't you go make a law where you can't go and plant your flag on Ohio State's field?
That dude hey, Corbin, you need to start a petition because whoever's starting that is making Ohio State like a bunch of pussies.
I don't live there, so I don't give a fuck. Do whatever you do.
You playing their flag, dude. That's going to be a felony from now on. Look at him.
That's like that town where Corbin grew up in.
Yeah, dude. Mm-hmm. Oh, anybody else's fingers hurt? Because you just got lawn care duty.
I can't wait for that second one to come out. It's going to be so good.
Mista.
You know that Mista lady? I think I just killed her.
Mista lady.
Oh, shit.
Can I bother you for a warm glass of milk? You can bother me for a glass of shut the hell up. Shut up. This is my house now, Grandma.
Oh, that's good shit. That is good shit.
My fingers hurt. Oh yeah.
Your back's about to start hurting. Because you just pulled landscaping duty.
Corbin, what are you looking up there, Chief?
Anybody else's fingers hurt? I didn't think so. Get back to work.
Huh?
That is fucking golden.
Oh, that's good shit. Man, that is good shit. Well, fellas, I mean, I think that's a pretty good episode right there, huh? What are we thinking?
Oh, we're finishing up? What's going on?
We talked about everything.
We've been on it for about an hour 20, so.
Yeah, Mike, we've been on here for a minute.
I know. Hey, Ole Miss finished at number 11.
I saw that. I've got dragons to slay and horses to ride tonight.
Oh, you're going to learn how to dap up at the
female
sauna?
Horses. No homo.
He's keeping that headset on when he's playing video games.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. You guys got caught or what?
I don't play games, dude. I don't got time.
I don't either. I failed recess. I don't fucking play games.
I played a lot of recess.
I napped a lot. I never played games.
Is that why you don't sleep now?
Yeah.
What time do you go to bed usually?
Me?
Yeah.
You do not want to know.
Oh, fuck.
My circadian rhythm is fucked up right now. I would say 2:30.
Jesus.
What time do you wake up?
6:30.
How do you operate?
Not Not well most days. A lot of Celsius, a lot of caffeine.
Dude, I'm waking up by the time you.
Have you had Alani News? Celsius suck compared to those.
Alani's?
Yeah.
I did download this app called Fuka, or let me see what it's called.
Fuka motherfucker.
Yuka.
Right?
All right, so download it. YUKA. If you like scan a drink, like energy drinks or whatever, it'll tell you the harmful shit that may be inside it, but it'll give you a healthy alternative to that brand.
Is that why you drink the Celsius?
No, Celsius is real bad for you, but I like the taste.
Alani News are better, dude.
What's that?
I'm trying to drink water.
I do drink water, but sometimes you need a little juice, Mikey. Not all of us wake up at 4 a.m. to work out.
Necessary? Is it necessary for me to drink my own urine?
No.
But I do it like anyway because I like the taste.
And it's sterile.
It's sterile. I like the taste.
Name that movie, Mikey.
Dodgeball.
Hell, you're about as useless as a poopy flavored lollipop. L for love, honey.
That's not what I mean. He's like, L for love. And she's like,
yeah.
The movie's so funny. It's so good.
The movie's great.
It's so good.
Vince Vaughn, top 5.
Hell,
dude.
I'm white.
Vince Vaughn.
For me, all time.
I'm white.
WHIT. E.
Are you reading the dictionary? Yeah, just catching up on some words.
One of my favorite scenes is when he's putting that pizza in his fucking underwear.
Oh, yeah, you want that, don't you, fat boy? Huh? And then it zaps him. And Michelle walks in, he's like, oh, boss, sorry. He's like, come in. That's what we should do. We should do some movie reviews every once in a while.
I'd be into that.
Slow.
Yeah, like
Leaving the Beaver.
I'd be into
When's
that.
the last time you guys saw that? Classic.
Don't think I have.
What the hell? Yes, you have.
All right, boys.
Good pod.
That was a good pod. That was a good show.
Subscribe. Follow us. Message us.
Like and
DM
subscribe.
us.
Go subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yeah, we're very
responsive. Listen to us on Spotify. Listen to us on Apple Podcasts. Listen to us everywhere.
Message us.
Message us.
Message us on socials. Tell us
DM
what you want to
us.
see different. Yeah, DM us.
Yeah, at the Corbin H on Instagram.
At Colin.
We will have
Beasley
a Back Talking Open
_.
Tab handle coming soon.
Yeah, Instagram coming soon.
IG, baby. Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
X.
And whoever's listening right now for these first few episodes,
You are a G.
good luck.
And hopefully one day
best.
we'll
We
be able to
appreciate
reward you. Yeah. Hopefully
Yes,
one day
you're the best.
we will reward you. But
So,
appreciate it.
all right. That was a good show. All right, guys.
Until next time, fellas.
Peace.